Yes, now bless now people, signing in, Decapitated today, King of the Pit TV, first time listen, more or less the first time listen to Decapitated as a whole, alright? I've never been into Decapitated, never really properly checked them out. I heard their one tune, I think it was entitled Spheres of Madness or something, and that was like more than a decade ago, just because it had a classic riff at the start. That's all I know about Decapitated, alright? So this tune is entitled Kill the Cult, and the record is called Anti-Cult, so I guess there's a sort of theme going on with this record, maybe a bit of a concept record potentially. I don't know what their problem is, but let's get straight into it. So this is Decapitated, Kill the Cult. I'm expecting riffs, I'm expecting death metal. Let's see if they can surprise me. Oh, that double kick is crazy. That double kick sounds incredible, man. The riff's hard too. Guitar tone is brilliant. Yeah, the jamming on this riff. I'm just going to turn it down a bit, innit? It's quite late here. Want to be a good boy. I like the little pinch harmonic going into this bit. Just like the chorus section. I assume so. Now I wonder what the context is. I wonder if they're speaking on cults or if they're using that as a medium to sort of rephrase, you know, Christianity, aka the low-hanging fruit of, you know, edgy metal lyricism. And I just say that down to the artwork. I think it's depicting praying hands or something. Little breakdown section. Yeah, the drummer's got a pair of feet on him, I'll tell you that. Rhythm guitar's got a nice groove going at the moment. Dead central. That rhythm guitar at this moment is just going ham. I love that rhythm. It's proper tight, innit? It's your you know, choreographed dance riff. Alright, back into the hook. I like the riff, but there's something about, you know, true death metal and like, you know, having some more or less pop chorus, you know. If I was to be honest with you, it's a bit cringe to me, man. And I like a good song, I like good songwriting and that, but, you know, how edgy are you when you sort of resort to pop song structure and having to have a, you know, reoccurring chorus. Heavy riff. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder what tuning this is in. Not like B standard or something. hard. Mosh pit. Start annoying all the metalheads at this point. That kid who just got into hardcore, who's at the wrong venue watching the wrong band, starts hardcore dancing, starts annoying everyone at this riff. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was Decapitated. Kill the Cult, it's entitled, from the record Anti-Cult. What did I think of it? The main riff was good. The main riff was good. I thought the main riff was catchy enough, to be honest, without the, you know, the chorus sort of thing. Now, I don't mind a good hook and a good chorus, even when it comes to like extreme forms of music and stuff, but, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Decapitated fan, so maybe they do this on a regular basis, but from my first time looking in, I thought Decapitated was sort of like a true band, and, you know, like, as far as anti-religion and like, I think they're speaking on behalf of cults, but I'm not a big fan of like anti-religious, especially when it comes to, you know, the standard targets when it comes to metal and stuff. I just think it's a bit corny, and I think there's bigger fish to be frying, to be honest. I think it's sort of like a, you know, I don't know, I cringe at it, in all fairness. So that was Decapitated, Anti-Cult, Kill the Cult. The drummer, on the other hand, was going ham. The kick was incredible. I think as far as all of the tunes I've been listening to as of so far, the production value on that kick and just the general power of it coming through on the record, that was hard. That was hard. That was really good. Riff-wise, not too bad. The rhythm guitars on the solo in particular were grooving, man. Were grooving, proper good. The guitar solo, I ain't heard so many guitar solos since I started delving back into metal, man, on these videos. Man, you can tell this music's for musicians, innit, for the most part, or at least metal creates musicians, because there's a lot of virtuoso guitar solos here, there and everywhere. Yeah, don't interest me too much, you know what I mean, all the wankery and the you know, the shred central. I've done my bit in lead guitar and I've moved on from that, so that was alright, but the rhythm guitar was jamming out. Vocals, not necessarily for me, you know, death metal and, you know, verging on traditional death metal and so forth. I've never been too involved in it. I've always thought the vocals, they just don't interest me too much, you know what I mean? I like a brutal death vocal or something as opposed to more of a traditional growl or, you know, grunt or whatever you would consider it. But overall, yeah, reasonable track. Would I listen to the record? You know, just for the production value, yeah, I'd probably bang it on in the car or something whilst I'm driving about, because I'm sure there's a few good riffs and whatnot. More than likely, with the amount of time these dudes have been in the game, there's probably a good few experimental moments as well. I bet they got a few good bridges and whatnot. But yeah, that was Decapitated, Kill the Cult, Anti-Cult, signing out. King of the Pit TV, one love.